All right, so we all know that Logan Paul and Mayweather are fighting.
Yes.
So it's for sure. It's for sure. It's an exhibition fight though, so it's not a real fight.
Why are you sad about that?
Rules or whatever.
I don't know. I just feel like Mayweather is like a legitimate athlete, and Logan Paul's not. And they shouldn't be in the same arena together.
But what if Mayweather is like, I am a legitimate athlete and I haven't monetized enough?
Then
so I
on a business,
make more money on it.
I mean, cool. Like, I mean, I get that, but I don't know. I like to see the sport for the sport.
I'm with you. It kind of cheapens it a little bit.
But one could argue that Logan Paul is a legitimate YouTuber and Mayweather is not a legitimate YouTuber.
He's cheapening YouTube.
It's cheapening YouTube.
Cheapen YouTube,
You guys are thinking way too complicated. Mayweather hates Logan Paul's vlogs and he wants to beat his ass.
Now, if that's what he was coming in and he really wanted to fuck his ass up, like if they could build it up the way they did McGregor and him, oh, dude, I would be so invested. But I just haven't really heard much of it. Maybe
They're real calm about it.
Maybe this whole other shit's kind of like in the background.
Right.
But even still, for me personally, I would think it's kind of like Mayweather's like lessening his level. Like he's like cheapening his brand so badly.
I agree.
When I look at this event though, I do look at it with two lenses. One from a sports angle, and I'm like, oh, this is like blasphemous and it cheapens the sport. But the other side, it's from a business angle, and there is a huge market for novelty fights right now. Like there's even one with two strongmen who have never boxed. It's gonna be a combined like 800 pounds in a ring. We've seen already like KSI, Logan Paul. We've seen Jake Paul knock out Nate Robinson. So we've seen two old boxers, Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson, come back.
I didn't like that
So like
either.
from that point of view, like, and just talking about business, there is an appetite. So whether that means the viewers have low quality taste buds,
I do.
I think I do too.
Maybe they just got
Me
bored.
too.
It's just like, it's kind of like when a rich person is so rich, they fucked all the beautiful women. Now they start looking at other freaky shit because they're like, we already have the best stuff.
Yeah. So this is the freaky shit, I guess, which is like.
That's true. You want some more freaky shit? So on your note, Gio, about wanting that true hatred, that true like McGregor versus Mayweather, like, or Khabib McGregor.
Yeah.
Here's Jake Paul.
Whoa.
Oh Lord.
Doing some shit. Here we go. Now you tell me if you recognize the characters he's playing. Here we go.
Oh, Nick, who the fuck is this little Jake Paul kid? Little blonde bitch. I just Stockholm set the shit out of him. Little punk.
Bro, he FaceTimed my girl. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't want to fight him because I'm only good at jujitsu and shit. Like, I'm blaming my knee injury because I'm fucking.
Dylan Dennis, is that you?
Oh, you want a picture?
Michael Bisping here and Jake Paul. I'm watching you, you cunt.
You guys want a picture?
What do you think of Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor? I think he should fight Amanda Nunes. I mean, I have a small penis and I suck Conor McGregor's dick all day long. Oh, Conor! Who the fuck is that guy? I wipe my ass with 50 million Dana. Fool!
That's McGregor?
Is it true that you play Napoleon and Napoleon Dynamite?
Yes.
I focus more on my gambling addiction right now.
He's desperate.
The Jake Paul fight. Let's talk about Trump. I'm getting out of
So
the fight
desperate.
business, so I'm telling you, the whiskey is where it's at. Fuck this little blonde kid.
You got knocked out in 5 seconds by Jorge Masvidal. Do you last longer in a fight or longer in bed?
In bed.
He called my wife a whore, but he can hold all 4 of my nutsacks.
All right, so that's the latest. And
So he's trying to get someone to bite.
he is trying to. He's like
Someone
sending
to
out
fight.
letters to everyone. He's like, hey, come get me. I'm
He's
here.
a genius though.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know what? That's what 50 Cent did.
What did he
Do you
do?
remember back? Okay, so the reason why he got so damn big is because he freaking trolled so many people like in battling, and then he called out so many people, talked so much shit. He fucking destroyed Ja Rule's career by fucking bullying the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
And you know, that's really, this is before D12. This is before like Eminem discovered him and then put him on. Like he discovered himself by like being that. But it was in his own game of rap. Like in this case, like Jake Paul is trying to get into, he's just trying to find a different way of getting more viewers and all that.
Yeah,
I can't help but see this and think of a toddler. Like, being like, mommy, 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 mommy. Like, shut up.
He's definitely drumming up some drama though.
What is genius about him
Yeah,
though
he's really
is
fucking
this
smart.
is the ultimate like David versus Goliath story. And you know, when you think about like in terms of the whole spectrum of social media, it's almost like fighters are in their own category and they're untouchable and they're invincible because obviously they're gonna beat the fuck out of you. Yeah. And he's like the first person to go, I don't really care about that. I want to get a fight, I want clout, and I'm willing to die to make that happen.
He might actually die.
He might, because I don't know, if he catches one of these, like Jorge Masvidal, I don't know if he's on his good side or not, but people like Nate Diaz, Jorge Masvidal, I think they'll catch him on the streets and beat the fuck out of him, you know? True. The other people, they're like, I'm a prize fighter, if I don't have the right paycheck, like Conor's smart. He might talk a big game.
Conor McGregor might throw a dolly at his face.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a businessman.
So like,
He's done that.
Like, so one person who didn't call out was Khabib. Because we all know Khabib he'll fly here to beat
Khabib doesn't understand jokes.
Yeah, and he'll fly here to beat the shit out of him.
Oh shit, this guy is
But he should call out Khabib too and see what happens. But there's a side of it where it's like he's painting this crazy narrative that's pretty like genius and ballsy.
Do you think with the Khabib stuff, because didn't he like say that he will no longer fight because his dad passed?
Yes.
Do you think this would
professionally?
I know this could be a loophole where it's like I'll still beat your ass because it's not professional.
Because I'm sure if you slap him on the streets, he's gonna kick your ass.
True.
He's not gonna be like, oh, that's my last fight.
Damn.
This is what I'm confused about. I thought Logan Paul was canceled. What happened all these years?
People are never canceled.
He resurrected his career as a boxer.
Wait, is he the one with the suicide forest?
Yeah. Logan Paul's
Logan Paul's the one with that fucking vlog with the suicide body.
I just recently saw a headline that he's getting sued for that or something.
Really? After all these years?
I didn't know that.
Wow.
He has a lawsuit on his hands.
Did he ever leave the public eye? You know, like
I mean, for a short
what was
stint.
happening, he was using that still as like a leg up, right? To get more views.
For sure. I mean, he's got a good team, you know?
Like, he never lost views. He lost some subscribers, but his videos still gain more shit all the time.
He's definitely a lot more humble now, too. I think that experience changed his branding. I mean, whether or not it changed him or not, like, I don't know, but his branding's definitely a lot more...
He realized where the line was. He was like, all right, suicide, let's take one step.
And his brother doesn't seem to know where the line is. So his brother's definitely the crazier one. So a little backstory to what Jake Paul's doing here. With the whole toilet paper throwing, he actually found Dylan Danis outside his house and chucked toilet paper. Jake Paul and his team chucked toilet paper from the back of a truck at Dylan Danis.
Wow.
And that became.
It did look kind of like a stunt though, but I don't know. I can't tell.
Maybe. And then
they were both in on it?
Like Dylan Danis was in on it.
Yeah, because it was Dylan Danis while he was on Brendan Schaub's show.
Oh, right.
When it happened, so it was like, how easy is Brendan to like text Jake, or like how convenient is all of that, you know? So
and then to that note too, Jake Paul called Dylan Danis's girlfriend and actually FaceTimed her, and then like posted about like how like, hey Dylan, come get your girl back or whatever, and like basically, you know, trying to cause some sort of like, you know, love triangle drama thing and trying to get a fight with Dylan or McGregor or any of these guys.
So he's really hooking up with the girlfriend?
I don't think so. No. The girlfriend was, she came out on her IG saying like it was an unexpected call, and she like was gagging or whatever, and like just like
gagging,
grossed out at the fact that
why is she gagging?
I literally gagged, and like she basically she didn't like the fact that she got called and is being used as a pawn in Jake Paul's like drama.
He's trying to be like Tupac.
Yeah, exactly.
You know the famous quote, "That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker." When he did hit him up for Biggie Smalls, that's because during our time, that was for Faith Evans. Hey, Faith Evans was trying to get in between the two and say, hey, let's just chill this out, right? And then she talked to Tupac, and then Tupac used that as an opportunity to conspire some shit and ruffle some feathers between that relationship, because they were together. So he's like, that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. She stayed with me in LA. So if you know the story, that's the drama.
I love how you're telling it like a historian.
I like it. You should actually tell hip hop stories as a historian. That'd be pretty cool.
With those glasses.
That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
But yeah, and so then this is what Logan Paul has to say about his brother's antics, and Dana White also responded to Jake Paul by saying like, never in a million years, 0% chance you'll ever get to fight McGregor or in the UFC.
He said maybe Amanda Nunes though.
Yeah, exactly, maybe. Amanda Nunes will beat your ass.
Fuck his ass up.
Oh, I would love to see that.
Here's Logan Paul.
He pissed off Dana White. Yo.
Oh, he's been going real hard on Dana White.
So hard on Dana White, and now Dana has like grouped us together, which sucks. Which sucks.
I saw that.
I love Dana White. I love Dana White. I love the UFC. And now Dana's mad at me because He thinks we're the same person. I saw the meme. I want to do a UFC fight one day. Like, I'm not saying now. Like, you know, let me get my skills up.
So what do you have to say to Dana?
Okay, they're retracting the contract they were about to send her.
Yeah.
Take me back. I'm not Jake. Please. Bro, he's given me tickets to go to UFC fights before. Like, fuck.
You just ruined a relationship.
All of them. Because he called I love Conor McGregor, dude.
So yeah, what do you guys think about these Paul brothers trying to get into UFC? So I think boxing's one thing, right?
I think it's genius. I think it's all planned in the background.
I really do think it's genius, and they have their own different antics. Brendan Schaub was interviewing Logan Paul, and he's like, "What's the end game for all of this?" And then he pretty much says, "Are you gonna end up fighting Jake?" And then that's when Logan was like, "Now you're asking the right questions." Because I think ultimately they're gonna go up and fight everyone, right? Yeah. Win or lose, they win because they're destined to lose. So it's a win-win situation. Then at the end, they fight each other, two brothers. That's like the biggest mastermind like narrative, you know?
Sibling rivalry at the highest.
Yeah, so I'm like, that's fucking crazy.
And you know
dude.
how fucking brilliant Dana White is that like he is still conducting UFC fights during a world pandemic. Like he's about the W. Like he just wants to win. So the fact that he's getting with two top tier influencers and then orchestrating some shit in the back, like it just only makes sense. You know, like how many people now are involved in the UFC drama because these two guys are part of it. Like
I'm involved.
It's genius.
But they're ruining the ethics of martial arts.
I hate it.
That's the part of me.
How dare they fucking take my fucking culture and ruin it?
That. Don't you fucking dare.
As a kung fu practitioner in your youth, don't you feel like they just molested the shit out of something that used to be so awesome and sacred?
That's how I feel. Like there's a part.
Thank God for Cobra Kai bringing back karate, dude.
Real martial arts.
I fucking hate that show.
Why? I was watching it last night.
That's why. Have you guys watched it?
Season 3.
Past the first episode.
Season 3's out.
Why you gotta hate on bringing back real karate, man? Fuck.
Now bring me the Logan Pauls and the McGregors, man.
That's what I hate is that, man, people don't give a fuck about that. They just care about entertainment and games.
Well, because then you watch a real karate fight, it's kind of boring. Two guys come out.
Why are you so respectable?
Pow, 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 someone gets knocked out. No one really like cheers. No one like throws a beer.
Because karate is about self-development with the art of killing. But you're not meant to ever use those skills. So you spend your lifetime learning how to murder the fuck out of somebody. And you never do it.
Yeah.